Hi guys, in this video I'm going to tell you everything which you need to know about timecode and audio settings in Sony FX3 and FX30. So this is going to be a comprehensive video, and if you guys don't want to watch the full video and you want to watch certain things, you can go in the description of the video and look for the chapters which you are interested in and click on those to watch those. I'm going to start with the audio setup, and for the audio setup I'm just going to tell you guys what are the audio inputs first, how to configure them, and then I will go into the camera menus to show you guys what camera settings you need to do for the better audio. First of all, on the camera you have the onboard mic which you can use for the audio if you're not having any external input on the FX3. But if you want to use external mics with Sony FX3 or FX30, you have the jack input on the side of the camera where you can plug in the receiver of the mics and you can take the input on your camera directly. But this way you'll not be able to use your onboard mic because you're taking external input on your camera. And if you're using the external input on Sony FX3 and you are having the audio handle on the camera, make sure the audio handle's button is set to off position, because if it's on position, doesn't matter even if you plug in your jack input, it will not work because it is looking for the input from the shoe mount on Sony FX3 and FX30 and not from the jack. So make sure that your handle is set to off position. Now this is one way of taking external input on the audio jack of Sony FX3 and FX30, but if you are using the audio handle on Sony FX3 or FX30, you need to know better about this handle. So let me just tell you everything which you need to know about this handle, and then we will jump into the camera menus for better audio settings. When you plug in the audio handle on the shoe mount of the camera, first thing which you need to do is you need to turn it on to make sure that it's taking the input from the audio handle. Then on the side of the audio handle you have three inputs, two are XLR inputs. If you want to use any external receiver from Sennheiser or any of the bigger brands, you can use them. And if you want to put a shotgun mic on, you can use that as well. This handle will let you have the phantom power from this handle. The third input is for the jack input. If you want to use any external mics which are having the batteries built in and they are giving you the jack out, you can use this third input and you don't need any converter. So once you plug in your audio input on one of these inputs, next thing which you need to do is you need to select the input through these buttons. You come here and you select if it's input 1 or input 2 or input 3. Then when you're done with configuring the input, you'll go on the other side of the handle where it will look a bit complicated, but once I tell you, you will be very easily able to know how it works and what it does. So on this side of the handle you have three dials which are configured to each input 1, input 2 and input 3, and these dials are basically to configure your audio input level. If you rotate them, it will determine the audio input level of this input. But if you want to use these knobs, next to these knobs you have a button which is set to manual or auto. So if it's not on manual, you'll not be able to use these knobs. Then on input 1 and input 2 you have one very important thing which you need to configure. So if you're taking XLR input, you have three modes. One is with the phantom power. If you are having any shotgun mic on and you want to take the 48 volts phantom power, you need to put this button in 48 volt position. Then if you're having any mic which is having internal batteries and it just needs to send the signal, then it should be on the mic. And then the third one is line, which basically is for taking the inputs from the audio mixers. If someone is sending you the audio mix, you can plug that into that as well, and you can keep this button on the line. So these three positions are very important to know. Now these are the things which you need to know about Sony FX3 and FX30 audio handle. After you're done with configuring your audio handle, let me just show you what you need to do in your audio settings on your camera to make your audio quality better. So first of all, make sure that your frame rate is set to fixed frame rate. If it's on variable, you might not be able to record sound. So make sure, even if you're 24, 25 or 50, doesn't matter what frame rate you are on, it should be on the fixed frame rate to be able to take the audio input. Next thing, you go to your menu, you go to your shooting, and in your shooting on number 6, you have the audio settings where you click on, and first of all, you turn on the audio recording. If you don't turn it on, doesn't matter whatever the input you're taking, it will not record that with the video of your camera. So once you turn on your audio recording, next thing is determining your audio recording level. So you can go on that, click on that and determine your audio recording level as per your liking on your locations. One very important thing which I want to tell you guys is before you turn on your audio recording, make sure that you have configured your audio levels and then you turn it on, because once you turn it on, it will be grayed out. And then you have the wind noise reduction. If you are shooting outside, you can turn it on and it will help. Last but not the least, you have the MI shoe mount settings where you can determine your frequencies and your bitrate of sound through the shoe mount if you are taking the input on the audio handle of the Sony FX3 and FX30. Now this is about taking the input on Sony FX3 and FX30. If you want to take the output on the jack of headphones, what you can do is, first of all, you can plug it on the side and you can use your headphones. But if you want to increase or decrease the levels on this, you can go to your menus and then you go to setup. In setup, you'll have these sound settings where you can literally level up your audio output on your headphones. This is pretty much it about audio settings. Let me just show you what you need to know about timecode settings in Sony FX3. So first of all, this is what you need to know about audio settings in Sony FX3 and FX30. But let me just show you what you need to know about the timecode settings in Sony FX3 and FX30. So first of all, you can plug in your timecode input on the side of Sony FX3 and FX30 where you have this multi-port which is dedicated for your timecode input. Now you can use different cables for taking timecode input on Sony FX3 and FX30. Like there is one from Daiti, one from Sony, and then there is one from the Tentacle Sound, which I prefer using because this is a very simple cable. Now before you plug in your timecode and try to sync it with your camera, one thing you need to know about is like make sure that the frame rate on your camera is same frame rate of your timecode device. So if that is set to 24, your camera's frame rate should be fixed on 24 as well. And if that is on 25, your camera's frame rate should be fixed on 25 to make it sync. Otherwise, it will not recognize your timecode input. Now to do the timecode settings on camera, you go to menu, you go to shooting, and in shooting on number 7, you have the timecode and user button options where you can go to the timecode settings. You can set it to the time of the day, but it's not good. It's not ideal. It will keep drifting. That's why we use the external input of timecode. So you plug in your timecode and then you go on the settings where you have the rec run and free run. You go on the free run, and if it's on the same frame rate as your timecode input, it will automatically detect your input and it will take 2 to 3 seconds to jam sync your timecode. Once your timecode is synced, the next thing, if you want to make it appear on your screen, you go to menus. In menus, you go to setup, and in there you have the display options. In the display options, you can go here and click on timecode to make it appear on your screen. Now, I think this is pretty much it about sound and timecode settings in Sony FX3 and FX30. In case you have any more questions, please feel free to put those in comments and I'll make sure I'll reply to those. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to tell you everything which in... Oh Murza! Oi! तेरी प्रॉपर आवाज आंदी पई विचों ओ प्रॉपर आवाज आंदी पई ना मेरे वाले हेडफोन ला प्रॉपर की आवाज भी